Alright, I am live. Let me get my chat set up here. Alrighty. Get my mic all adjusted here. Why is my thing not loading? My chat's not loading. Oh, there we go. Nice. Okay. Great. Okay. Let's get to building. Welcome in anybody on my stream. I'm just working on some side stuff today. Working on some Florida things for once, in my other area, which I haven't done for a hot minute. But I was feeling inspired. I don't know. Let me make sure my Discord announced everything. It actually hasn't yet. She got me worried. It might take a second to catch up, though. We'll see. Hopefully some people will hop in here a little bit more in a second when it gets announced in my Discord. If it gets announced in my Discord, it better. Otherwise, I'll be frustrated. It should. See build and title immediately, and those are gonna be P. Yeah. I've been working on it for maybe like an hour or two. Working on this little thing that I think I'm gonna put further down on the beach here. It's still pretty work in progress, but so far I'm liking it. It looks cool. I'm pretty happy with how it's coming out. I want to build some cars soon here, and I should probably make some palm tree designs, as well as work on some of the terrain. Okay, there we go. Now it announced. Nice. Cool. All right. But anyway, I figured I'd stream since I'm pretty far into this now, and I'm just kind of, I want to like talk to you guys and see what you guys are up to and your thoughts on the build. I actually don't know what I should work on right now. There's so many parts of this build. I need to work out all the terrain and like all the inside section of the pier building here. I'm probably going to be tabbing out a bunch, looking back and forth between, I'm looking at Google Earth right now a little bit loosely here and there. All right, cool. Anyway, welcome in everybody to the stream. I am working on a little Florida build in my area because I was feeling inspired by that right now. And I was working on the other like castle kind of build stuff, but I'm just taking a little bit of a break from it real quick because honestly, it's just a big project and it's kind of giving me a little bit of creative block. We're to the grandparents' house for the weekend. That's cool. That's nice. I'm trying to think what I should do. I kind of want to make this darker. Maybe I'll do some cherry wood in here. Maybe that's too much. Not really. This looks pretty good. I want to change some things. Some things I think are a little too brown and I want more pinkish. There's not really a lot of like pink blocks I can use. What about what does the cherry door look like? I'm curious. Like if I were to layer this, that actually is an interesting texture. Let's mess with that. I'm curious what that would look like. Like if I do that, it's kind of reaching. What did I have here before? Oh yeah, copper. That's what I had. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty chill stream. I'm just working on my build, you know, for probably my next video. This one will be pretty quick at least to get the video done. That's the thing is, like, I was working on... I had been working on this stuff. It's just, like, a lot of building. So, I don't know. I'm gonna take a little bit of break from that, but it's cool. I don't know. I find myself a little bit more at home with this style, honestly. It feels a lot more comfortable for me and a lot just like I connect with it more. Like it's easier for me to mess with, I guess. It's very unique, which I like. I'm actually gonna mess with some pink glass maybe. I don't know how pink I should make this thing. Yeah, I can mess with some of that. Let's actually mix in a little bit of it up here to make it even more pink. Morning surprise stream. It's not morning for me, it's like evening time, but that's funny. But yeah, I decided I was gonna stream. I originally wasn't planning on it, but then it just kind of the build started coming out nicely, and I was like, I should stream this. Like, this is looking cool. I actually want to use brown glass instead of gray, because like shadows don't really work like that. I don't know, maybe it won't be dark enough then though. It's actually okay. The pink glass is pushing it. Let's be careful with that. That's a little bit much. Maybe not go crazy on it. There's like some purpley tones. I wish there was a block for that, because there's really like isn't. I mean, maybe like crimson with light gray or something on it. I don't know. I mean, like maybe. We could try a splotch of it somewhere. Like that, I guess. It's kind of just like purple, which I mean, I guess it's what I wanted, but you know, I don't know. I don't want to make this too busy. I think it was fine before. I'm just gonna leave it as this, and then this can be like that, and then that looks fine to me. I wonder if I really wish I could do these white like outlines in here, but it's kind of difficult. I was adding a little bit of books in here and maybe look like there's like a bottle or something, or like a can kind of up in the window. I don't know. I just random stuff I'm coming up with as I'm going. Okay. So I need to work on the back side of it. The inside of this needs to all be done, but I'm wondering if I should keep working on the front first and just finish that, or what I should do. Let's make the other power line, and let's put it like here, maybe? Do I have? I actually don't have power lines, so this will be a good thing for the rest of the area to have. Let's move it a little bit further out. It's kind of in a bad spot. Cool. And then, what the heck did I just grab? Yeah, that's not too bad. And then I'm just gonna do this with lime wool to map out first, and then I'll just turn it into chains afterward. Actually, I'm gonna use the... Isn't there a path tool for this? Where is it at? What's it called? Oh, well, I know it's called the path tool, but... There it is. I couldn't remember what it looked like. Hello, I thought you left this area? I never left it. This is separate from... I actually have 3 areas in my world. So, there is a... There's my original area with the Alaskan stuff, which I'm pretty sure I'm like pretty safely done with that now. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm pretty positive I'm gonna be done with it. Then I have the new area I recently started, which I'm gonna work on here and there when I'm just kind of feeling like that. And then I have my Florida area, which actually I haven't worked on in like 9 months, something like stupid like that. So, but I was feeling inspired by it for once, and I kind of want to come back to it a little bit and work on a few builds on it, because it's like, it's very easy. Like, this style for me, I find is very, like, I'm very good at building in this style, compared to like all the other styles I build in. That, and also, I don't know, it's just like comfortable for me to build in, and it's quick. I can like get a ton of cool builds out quickly. It's just fun for me. I don't know. Let's raise that up a little bit. It's not too bad. Let's kind of lower the whole thing by like 1 block though. Oh, did I grab that all? No, I didn't. I'm a fool. Oopsie. But yeah, I can show on the map, because I have 3 different sections of the world where I have all of this stuff. Across is this stuff, and then up here is that new stuff I started. But I was kind of feeling a little bit like a create a block, like trying to come up with the other side. And I started coming up with something. It's just like so big. It's such a big project. And I'm kind of feeling myself wanting to do more of this, especially since I'm going to be like going to Florida in like a month or 2. I figured it might be good to do some different stuff. Yeah, the parking lot and roof looks amazing. I was super impressed. Like, I was so happy with this roof design here on this thing because I couldn't figure out how to get this slope right, but like sitting copper golems is kind of busted. Like, it's a really unique shape and it looks really sick. I'm actually really happy with it. Plus I just have so many like saved inspiration for this kind of style anyway, and plus I grew up in the area, so I don't know, I just kind of find myself naturally wanting to go back to it every now and then. Let's go with, yeah, let's work on the back end of everything. I probably need to get another reference. Let me look and see if I can get another reference for the back of this area. Yeah, okay, I see. It's weird because it's like different. Like, this is a real building, but nowadays it looks different than it does in that picture. Because that was built in like, I don't know, the 50s and 60s or something like that. It's really old. So it looks a lot different nowadays. Like, this whole building's different. This thing is still there, but this is all different. There's like buildings next to it and behind it, versus here it's just like these two buildings, which is kind of what I want to keep. But the pier part should be fun to build. I'm kind of excited for that. Unintentionally, crimson. I've been using like a stupid amount of crimson, which is rare for me. I never use crimson, I feel like, but it works really well for this this like fencing here because it naturally is just that shape. So that kind of worked out nicely. Okay, so I need to figure out how am I going to put everything, because I was building it separately from all this because I didn't know how I wanted to implement it, because the terrain is kind of higher up than this is, and so I was like, I'll do the terrain later and I'll just make the whole build and then I'll fit the terrain into it all later. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna wait for now. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm just working on a little build here for my Florida area, which honestly, this is a hot take. This is my best area, like by far. Like already more than this area. Like, this area is cool, but this area has a ton of potential. And like, compared to here, I like a lot of the builds, but like every build in this area has made sense and it looks good. You know, like, this lighthouse is my favorite build I've ever made. I built this months ago. You guys never saw this. This is like a surf shop I built, which I'll bring back eventually. I think I'm gonna build a whole street here of different buildings, like shops and restaurants and like stuff like that. And I'll probably build this in that same video along with the rest of them. So this was a surf shop I had. The aquarium needs work, actually. I kind of want to revisit it because it's kind of like bad. Like, it has good parts. This building is very good. Like, this one in particular, I really like its shaping and its colors. It's very nice, but the front and the side, like, there's a lot of kind of rushed things. Like, it's fine, but I should probably revisit it. This restaurant's nice as well. It's kind of pretty similar to what we're doing right now, but I have some cool plans. I think I would like to build a marina back here, like kind of curve this terrain and delete that, and then, you know, and all this ugly terrain, and build like a ship marina maybe. But I mean, even the house I built for the lighthouse is like very cool looking. It looks pretty like historical, which I like. Like, I could come back here and do a lot of details too and stuff. It's nice because there's a lot of little things I can build in this area. It's not like every build relies on being something big. I can kind of do something small, like, pretty consistently. I can make something however big or small I want it to be, really. Like, because terrain is just building, like, the beach, but it's, like, all flat, and it still looks nice, so it's not like it's hard to get anything done. Okay, I don't know what to do on this. I need to work on it, but I don't know where to start. I guess on the siding. I mean, we can just kind of... Here, I need to, like, get the wool out. Let's do walls. Let's just shape things for now. I'm not really going to stick to the reference, I don't really think, anymore, because I kind of got the part of the reference I really liked, so I think it's safe to say now I can kind of just do whatever I'm feeling like doing. I'm pretty indecisive when it comes to what I want to build in different areas in the world. It's kind of annoying, because I'm always like wanting to build something different. So it's like I have bad commitment issues. I'm sure you guys have noticed with building, like, oh, I'm gonna build here now, and oh, now I'm building this, and yada yada, right? Yeah. See, the Florida area is making its grand return. It honestly needs to, because it's like it was off to such a good start. And I just like kind of gave up on it for no real reason. Um, but I'm feeling like super inspired by it again. I don't know what happened. I just like, I don't know. I like the fantasy stuff, and it's cool. I can go over there, I guess, like anytime I'm feeling like I want to work on fantasy, I can go over there, which is nice that I have that. So if I'm feeling inspired at any point and I really want to do that, I don't feel the need to like go make a new world or something necessarily. But at the same time, like, this area is unique. Like, it's uniquely me. Nobody else has built this, and nobody else builds in this style. This is like mine, you know. And I feel like I should not really take that for granted. And also, like, yeah, I just find myself inspired by it since I grew up in this area. I just find myself wanting to go back to it. Do you have a mod that makes holding right click or left click faster? Axiom does that, where you can break things faster if you hold it, like you can hold it down, but it's not like its own specific mod, it's just part of Axiom. Let's kind of like add some nether brick in here, make it look like it's kind of shadows. Yeah, that's fine. These ones I can leave because there's like realistically sunlight coming in there. Sure, this works. And then we can just do... What's it look like in real life? In real life, they have... It's actually kind of interesting. I mean, here is just supports, but on the other side, it's more dynamic. I hate that I'm working on this slab. This is annoying. Makes it look weird. I mean, I guess I could do it on the outside like this. Or I can just keep doing this. I actually kind of like that, because it makes it look kind of raggedy. Riggedy? That's the word I'm thinking of, not raggedy. Look into Axiom and World Edit if you don't know any building mods. Yeah, for sure. It's very good. Yeah, I do really like the elements you made when I got to explore. It just needs a bit more connection between each build and my ass. Oh, for sure. Like, yeah, that's the thing, is like, this could be an amazing area. I just need... I only ever built like 4 things in it. If I just build everything out, it'll look cool, right? Like... I was just talking about, before you joined, about some plans maybe, right? Like, there's a lot of disconnection between this area, and there's, everything is kind of all over the place. If I unite it and fill this all with cool builds, it'll be very, very, like, it'll be a very nice area. I want to continue the beach a little bit here. I was talking about wanting to build maybe a marina over here or something. I need to, I want to you know what, actually, I think something I'm going to do... I've been thinking about really wanting to redo the aquarium, or I was gonna say like, oh, I'm gonna build another aquarium or something, because I didn't really like this one and I wanted to build another one. But like, I like parts of this one, so I think what I'll end up doing is just in this lot next to it, I'll build another bigger aquarium building, and then from there I can. Okay, this was before the lightning rods were in. I forgot. There's like they're oxidized because those weren't a thing yet. Like the different types weren't a thing when I built this. So, I don't know. I have a lot of ideas. I just need to connect everything and make it look nice. Right now, I'm building this building on the end of the beach kind of over here. I think it's going to be for villagers, is what I'm thinking. I think I'm going to make it like a pawn shop, and I'll put villagers inside. That's kind of my current goal. Excited for cushions for building? Oh, for sure. I mean, there's going to be a lot of potential with that and things I can play around with. I'm excited. Even for what I'm doing now, I really wish I also had, like, the gray wood and stuff, because I need to use some stuff. Like, I've been thinking about, like, oh, this would be so nice here, and I don't really have it yet, and that's kind of a pain. It's nice because this is kind of like a natural evolution of what I was doing in my world, with the Alaskan stuff. It's a lot of the same things. And it has the same kind of charm to it, I think. I just need to build more. Which shaders do you use? I don't use shaders. I mean, I have, like, some fog and stuff, but I don't really use shaders ever. Maybe something like this. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I don't know why people are hating on the new wood so much. I love it so much. Who's hating on it? I haven't heard anybody hate on it, really. Maybe it's like a different part of the community, but anyone who's in the building stuff that I've heard from has really liked it. I'm super like it's gonna be probably my second most used wood. I use pale oak the most, surprisingly. Most people probably say they use like spruce the most or something, but I use pale oak literally everywhere. But yeah, I don't know. I think it'll be one of my favorites. I love the new what's it called? Dappled wood? Whatever. I don't know what it's called. Gray wood. I don't really know what I'm doing. I should probably make some like cross members. This is like really ugly. Let me redo this. A ton of people hated it when it first got shown. Well, people will hate anything, honestly, especially like when it comes to if it's not end update, people are going to be mad at it naturally because people have this expectation in their head of what Mojang should be. Even if that's not what they think it is. I don't know. So naturally, until they get something they want like that, they're just not ever going to be happy with it. Really, the ocean looks different than regular woods. Oh, okay, so it's a vanilla tweaks option. It's a texture pack thing. So in vanilla tweaks, which is like a configurable texture pack thing, you can get clearer water, and it just makes the water like not like a bright blue color because otherwise it's ugly. And I think it actually really helps when I'm building. Like I couldn't get this cool effect without it. You look on top, yeah. New looks awesome, I agree. I like that it's a similar enough tone of stone. I can't wait for the shaping opportunity with it. Exactly, right. You can use it for anything like stony related at all. That's better. Let's do a slab, a bit that comes up through here, maybe. Or does that doesn't really even make sense, does it? No. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, usually these things are kind of like thrown together. Well, not even. They just get, like, weathered. MWD shouldn't come in the next few years, in my opinion. They need to fully flesh out the rest of the overworld. I agree. Yeah, I don't really care about it. Honestly, I'm high. I'm like... Or not high, I'm happy with the current state of the game. I don't really care to have anything else at the moment. Like, it's fine. I don't need anything else. Expectations are unrealistic. Exactly. I mean, and people might use that as like a thing like, oh, well, if you shouldn't have to, or I don't know, they might say because of that, like the game's bad. Like, oh, if you're not allowed to have high expectations, the game's just it's poorly made or whatever, right? But I just don't agree with that. Also, I'm so hyped for the new leaves. Oh yeah, for sure. It'll be nice. I just want chorus wood. What would that even be? Like a purple? Because I feel like we have a good amount of purple wood. I mean, we have crimson, I guess, which isn't like true purple, but there's still like a good amount of coarse tones. I mean, even here I've been using tons of cherry wood, and that's kind of like a similar effect, more or less. What am I doing? This looks really ugly. Let's just make this straight. And then we'll actually put maybe another one here. I'm just mad personally that some stone blocks aren't consistent. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of blocks that don't have wall types and all that stuff, like polished granite and smooth stone, calcite, all these ones that kind of need finishing. I agree with that for sure. That's a sentiment I agree with. Yeah, like a dark purple. Yeah, that could be neat. I mean, this is kind of like dark purple, but yeah, there's not like a full like set of blocks for that, I guess. I just use crimson, I guess, because it's like I don't even know. It's like a dark magenta, I guess you could call it. But more or less, I can kind of get away with it. I don't know. It's weird. I guess this is like what I would call my style of building is when I'm doing stuff like this. More so. I like it because like it's really forgiving. Like I can kind of throw any colors together on this and it kind of works. I mean, already I've been throwing like pinks and like, glazed terracotta, prismarine, and like ends. I've been throwing all kinds of stuff at it and it like works together nicely. I don't know. I like that I can use a lot of blocks, but I like that I can use a lot of blocks without it making it feel like really busy or like too much. It's kind of fun. I like to mess around with like the colors a lot. Also, naturally, I just find myself more inspired by the real world than I do even fantasy stuff. I was kind of going through a little bit of a, just kind of I don't know, like a fad thing. I just was watching Game of Thrones and then I got inspired. But I'll definitely come back to it. I got some other ideas for it. I'm feeling like doing some easy air stuff in this area. Love the use of glass in your builds. Yeah, I try not to be crazy with it. I used to go ham on glass. Here I'm only using like a little bit, but I don't know. It kind of developed into my style over time because I used to use glass so much on like everything that over time, naturally, I just kind of started, I use like still like a good amount of it when I can. It's recognizable style that I would know it's from you. Yeah, exactly, right. Versus like I feel like the fantasy stuff is kind of so overdone that it's not really as like not noticeable, but like you don't really realize, like you can't really identify who built that as much when it comes to that style. Okay, sure. This is kind of looking a little goofy, but it's not terrible. I wish if I got a recognizable style like that. It just takes time. I mean, it kind of develops from other people. I think building with other people helps for sure. But it's weird because I found that I developed my style specifically when I started this area. Like, I finally got like really what I liked because I started mixing in random colors and things. When the lighthouse was kind of the test of everything, or like what happened, right? I started mixing in all these random colors and little bits of glass, and then like it clicked for me. I'm like, I love just using random stuff, like almost kind of like a painting where you kind of just throw splotches of color at stuff just because. And I started doing that everywhere. Even in this build, right? There's like purples and greens, and you know, I've mixed in. So like normally somebody would just make this red, right? But I decided to mix in purples and stuff, right? And you can even use that here. I got like yellows and blues, and I just kind of throw colors around everywhere. I don't know. Have you had a chance to use cushions? Yeah, I used them a little bit. I played around with them when like they first were announced and the snapshot came out, but I haven't like gone in crazy with them and like actually made a build with them yet. Break from doing terrain in Minecraft, the great Isay says. Yeah, I'm very indecisive when it comes to my builds. I kind of go all over the place, honestly. It's bad. I just need to commit to one thing and stop going all over the place. It's annoying that I keep going everywhere. I just need to pick something and stick with it. My Minecraft, I mainly do modern times for builds, but with the supernatural elements like the Mothman and Forgotten Relics. That's a fun idea. I like that. I don't know what I do because, like, I mean, this area is very based off of like postcard, like Florida. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like sunny vacation. Like, I guess an imagination of what Florida might be like, or like an older Florida before it was all like, you know, apartment buildings and other crap. It's just like beaches and gift shops and, you know, lighthouses and boats and, you know, palm trees, you know, right? It's very the like vacation-y type place, I guess. Like I'm kind of like doing older, like you could say maybe like vintagey kind of Florida, I guess. I never try to stick with a certain style of mixing things up and changing my mindset drastically when it comes to certain builds. That's how I get the most enjoyment out of building. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a style necessarily either. Like, I don't think about it when I build. I just do it, you know? Like, this whole build, I didn't really have like, oh, I must mix colors in. I just kind of did it as it happened. And it worked out. Let's do, like, something like that. Yes. Also, how does the pier look? Okay, interesting. It's like this, and then it comes down. So Orange Grove, Florida. I mean, sure. I don't know. I don't know exactly what that would look like, but kind of, I would assume. Wait, is this not even? Am I stupid? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6 wide. Why are you 6 wide? That is an annoying number. Here, let's do 7 wide. instead. Or should I do 5? 7's okay. A lot of your builds also look a lot like New Zealand. I don't know why. Lol. New Zealand. Interesting. Is it just like the rocky terrain you're thinking of, or what? Or New Zealand as in like, I don't know what you're talking about exactly. I don't know, maybe I'm being dumb. So yeah, and then they like lean out. Yeah, like that. Sounds weird, but chiseled quartz is really good for sand if you were wanting to texture more of the beach. Chiseled quartz. That's actually not a bad call out. Yeah, I could see it working in some cases, maybe. Interesting. That is something to think about. Maybe the fictional country New Zealand is based on Florida. I might look up some locations there. I don't know, it just looks familiar. Okay, yeah. I'm sure, you know, I can get what you're saying. What am I doing? Here, let's do... Live in New Zealand if you can't tell all. Oh, okay, yeah. I figured, but yeah. Okay, what am I gonna do with this? Maybe like this, I guess. I don't know. Like that. And I'll probably just copy this design around the hole here for the actual part that goes out. I don't know though, because it's like different each time. It's kind of rickety. It's like really all over the place, honestly. Like some parts are like that. Here, let's do one that comes out like this, and then like that, and then let's copy that consistently, like all the way down. Because I kind of like that look where it's leaning in. You like reading? Yeah, I've been reading a little bit, more than I used to actually, because I've been starting to get into like reading novels like just recently. I started getting into finally like reading more through like I started reading some of the Game of Thrones books, which has been an interesting segue into reading more. But I really want to read more. Like it's getting me kind of hooked actually on wanting to get pretty like into reading more novels and stuff. I just find it enjoyable. How's the bridge build going? Did you finish it? It's not completely finished, really. I decided that I was gonna do this first because I'm kind of having some creative block with it. Like, I started building a bunch of it, and I have a good amount of it built, but it's just like so big. I'm not really like, I don't feel anything when I build it, you know? It's just kind of like there, I guess. Versus like when I build it right now, I feel very attached to. I don't know. Maybe it's just to, like, I don't know. I feel like I need to think about it more before I like build the other side of the bridge, because I was kind of stuck for a long time, and I feel like I'm rushing it out of necessity to make like a video, you know, instead of actually like caring about the art of making the build. So that's why I'm like, well, let me like just work on something over here I'm kind of feeling inspired for. And honestly, it's already like so much more refreshing, and like this feels so like personalized to me. I'm just having so much more fun. So I don't know, but I can go over there anytime I'm feeling like doing fantasy, I guess, because sometimes I go through little things like that where I want to do some fantasy. Dude, I really need to pick up some books. Yeah, I mean, don't pick up books just for the sake of wanting to seem like smart though, or like, oh, I should read a book because it's like it looks so cool if I read a book, right? Like read a book if you actually want to read a book. Because I kind of went through that too, where I was like, I felt like I was kind of LARPing, like wanting to read books because it makes you seem like interesting, I guess. But like when I was younger, anyway. But really, it's best if you find it kind of naturally. Like you find a topic you're genuinely interested in, and then you read about it. Because that's like the only way you'll actually get into it, I feel like, is finding something you genuinely seem interested in. What does this look like? I can probably get away with more posts in here. Doesn't really matter where they're at, they can be kind of random. Plus, this style, I find that this building style is very, like, I get things done, like, quick. Like, the terrain is minimal, the builds are quick, like, everything goes very fast, which is also good for me, because I think I'm gonna, like, become employed in real life. I'm probably gonna go get a job. You're going back to the Florida area? Yeah, a little bit. I'm working on some stuff over here. Or watch the Owl House. I've not. I've heard of it and I've seen some stuff on it, but I've never like sat down and watched it fully. Is it good? I've heard good things about it. I know it has a pretty loyal fan base. What am I doing? Here, this is stupid. Get rid of this. Build by say 9 to 5 era. I don't want to get a full-time. I'll get part-time, but yeah, I might be. I just need more money, like, because I want to start living on the road, you know, but I need to buy, like, I need to afford to fix the rest of my project vehicle and buy a camper for it. So I've been thinking about just working at the grocery store for a few months if I need to, you know, just get some extra cash for that. But by the time I have it done, honestly, I think YouTube will be enough to support me, like, fine enough. Especially if the Patreon goes pretty good and people start kind of liking the world more. I think I'll be fine. Okay, I don't really know where to go from here. I need to, like, build the terrain part of the area. Okay, let's grab everything. You have reference for build? Yeah, it's here. I'm working on this build. I changed the lettering from red to white. The white was better. I might go back to red. I don't know. Red looked weird originally, but it might look better now that the rest of the build is here. Originally it was just this thing, but I'll see. I haven't really decided what I'm gonna do yet. I need to run some tests. Yeah, you're nearing 20k pretty soon. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna get there, I think, honestly, if not this month, then next month, which is like, hoo-wee, that's, like, it went, like, the reach to 10k took ages, but honestly, the one to 20k wasn't, like, it hasn't really been bad at all. It went by pretty quickly, like, in a couple months, which is good. I'm glad. I'm at a point now where, like, I can pretty much do whatever I want, and people will kind of watch it, which is nice. Versus some other smaller channels, you know? It's really hard to get past the first 10k, but after that, it's, like, easier to grow. Especially with just doing more content. I like just doing stuff I like doing. People are already connecting more with that. Like, my last video got me over 1,000 subs just because I was being more, you know, authentic to myself instead of just doing, oh, you know, super fast-paced editing and all that crap. People actually enjoy it more. So, you know, I'm not gonna take it too seriously and just kind of enjoy it, make what I like to make. And this right now I'm really enjoying. So, you know, it's nice. Alrighty. Okay, where is this going? Ooh, nice. I like white. Yeah, I like how it's going. I'll see what I'm gonna do with it. I'm not sure. I need to like... This is a pain, actually. How high do I want the pier to be? Like there. So the question is how do I get the terrain up? Because that's kind of what I was stuck on earlier. Is how do I get the terrain higher up? I mean, it doesn't need to be that big. It could be like there. But I need to somehow turn flat into hill pretty quickly without making it look unnatural. And I don't know. What happened to your Axiom UI? Oh, it probably just looks weird on you guys' screen. It's not weird for me. I don't know. It's been weird. It's like it's been very buggy, I know. I don't know why. I wasn't looking at my stream screen. For some reason it appears differently on you guys' end, like for different, like on different parts of it. I don't know why. Let's start this over. I wish I could listen to SpongeBob music, but it's copyrighted. That would be so chill right now. That's what I was listening to before I turned on the stream. But then I'll get copyright striked, so not gonna happen, unfortunately. Now we can go... I guess I should probably just kill this end of the beach. Yeah, let's just erase all of this. And we'll see what we get with that. Let's get rid of the water too. That'd be annoying. Yes, it will. Oh well. Maybe I can like update it. Yeah. That didn't really do much. Will that fill itself in again? There we go. The Ocean Man song. Jesus. I remember when you were listening to that in a VC for like 3 weeks straight. That was horrible. Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. I want to do some like really like kind of stereotypical tropical stuff. I've been debating what I'm going to do on this row here. I don't know. I have a lot of references. I'm probably going to do a lot of dabbling in this style actually for a couple weeks because the video, like these videos I can get done in like 4 days. Like, I already know. I mean, I've been working on this for like 2 hours. The build's honestly like halfway done. It might even be more than that. I know the interior is going to be pretty simple. Like, it's like not that big. It's just going to be easy to build. And it'll be nice. So, I don't know. It will be nice. I'm excited to work on some easier stuff that's like, I don't know. I kind of get in over my head with some projects sometimes. And I just need to like take it easy. Don't do something super crazy. Are you American? Yes, I am. Souvenir shop with a gravel parking lot like in the Florida Keys. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was floating around some of that. I'm probably going to do some of that like over here. But we'll see, because this is a surf shop. But then I was debating if I might build like an ice cream shop here. Or some other kinds of buildings. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas for areas over here, but we're going to take it one build at a time and see where we're at. This is going to be like a pawn shop, I think. In real life, this is another restaurant that's attached to this pier. But I figure I'll make it a pawn shop and tie a little villager trading hall into it. And then I'll actually use it for villagers. Okay, I'm like getting nothing done. Let's focus. So... yeah. So the terrain can tie into here somehow. I need to kind of work that out. Let's do grass block. I'm thinking would cushions make for some good surfboards with how you can design them in a way? Interesting, that's a good idea. Are you going to build a Ferris wheel on some other rider game? That's a good idea. I'd seen some of those piers that have like Ferris wheels on them, and I thought that was a cool thing, and I kind of wanted to do that somewhere. I may do that somewhere, I'm not sure yet. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas for stuff. We'll see. What is going on here? Why are you like this? Bruh. Please, can you stop being weird? Why are you? Okay, whatever. I'll edit it afterward. We're just gonna start with this and then see how it goes. What's that look like? Oh, that's really scuffed. Wait, what happened? Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. Yeah. Do I need to start from here then? Yes, that's how that works. Good to know. Great to see a contemporary U.S. city built well. 90% of people focus on older European stuff. Yeah, I was kind of falling down that rabbit hole a little bit, but I'm kind of just feeling like doing some of this area a little bit more again. So I'm dabbling in Florida. It's a very interesting style to me because it's not really been done, or at least it's not really been done well. Like I see some tropical builds here and there, but there is a very specific kind of like postcard like style that really has been kind of untapped with this style, and I'm kind of doing it, which has been fun to figure out. Add row. Oh, here, let's go. We gotta go from the right side. I always forget. I really like cushions for windowsills and making thin. Oh, right. That would be awesome here, actually, because there's this little white window things in here, and I really want to do that, but I'm not able to. Man, that's a really cool thought, though. I want to try that now. I wish I had it already. I am glad this area is not like super in deep then, because like it means a lot of the builds will be cool in the way. What the heck happened? That was really weird. That was something. Why are you? Oh, it's placing on grass. That's what's up. I was like, huh? That makes more sense. This already looks cool. I can imagine the vegetation too when I put all the vegetation here. And I'm going to creep the beach up higher. Like, I'm going to creep it up into here. But I'll get to that in a second. Are you going to build a... I already read this. I'm stupid. I need to, like, read things before I read them out loud. You play in snapshots? Not really. I mean, like, I would... It's more so, like, it's annoying for recording videos that I can't, like, get, like, flashback and stuff. Otherwise, it would play in a snapshot. Like, I would just play and anything. I want gold variant? Like, copper so bad. Gold variant? Of what? Like, copper so bad. Gold variant. What do you mean? Like copper, like chiseled coppers and stuff? Or, sorry, chiseled golds? Like, what do you mean? I don't know why I'm doing it this way, but it's fine. I'm just kind of tweaking some of the terrain by hand. I mean, that's not too heinous to look at, honestly. I'm just trying to think about, like, bars and chains. Yeah, that could be nice. I could see that. That would look cool, actually, yeah. I do wish this wasn't so, like, high up, but it's fine. We can have some more elevation up here. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with the rocket over there, because I like the rocket build, but it really struggles to fit in at all with anything else. So I need to make it like coherent. If I'm gonna keep it, I need to make it like fit with the rest of the area. But I'm not really gonna worry about it for a while, I don't think, because it's not really that important. I just wish it didn't look like crap. But like the problem is it kind of needs like a whole infrastructure around it to look normal. So part of me is like, should I just even keep it at all, or what? You know, I don't know. What do you guys think? Why do you do that? I wish it wouldn't go like that. Wait, that worked out kind of well, actually. Yeah. I love the rocket. Maybe just fence off an area for later. Yeah, because it's like off that way in the fog a little bit. And it does look cool in some cases. I just like... I don't know. If I was gonna make it cool, I would want to make some like mid-century modern buildings around it. And like actually take some time to make it nice. Which like, honestly, could be pretty fun. Yeah, I don't know. I need to work my way over there. I think I can make it look nice. I just need to not rush it. My issue was last time is I was really rushing things with it for some reason. What is happening? Why am I doing this not correctly? Does it need to be like this? Yeah, okay. I see. Wait, right? Am I stupid again? Okay, wait. Oh my. Okay. First we go here, and then we go what? No, here? What? Okay, what am I doing wrong? The third one comes around, we can worry about that. What, like their third launch or whatever? Or Artemis 3, I think it is. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about. It's gonna be like in a year. Or however long, I don't know. How do I do this? Am I a dummy? Here, I know what's wrong, actually. Let me just do this and just, like, keep adding a row here, maybe? Depending on the decade, assuming your gas station work is extremely well. Yeah, okay. That's actually probably going to come soon. If not the video after this one, the one after probably, because I love the idea of my XP farm being like a gas pump. And I've always wanted to do something with that. And so I was thinking about that actually over here. I was like, I wonder if I could build like a little gas station, like like a vintage kind of one, and have the old gas pumps and stuff, you know. And there's actually a lot of pictures like that online too, of like some stuff like that. So I think that is what I'm gonna do, is do some of that, and that'll look really cool. I'll probably do that next, to be honest. Build a gas station. That seems like a fun project with like a bunch of cool detail stuff. Yeah, even thinking about it's actually got me kind of inspired. That is probably what I'm gonna do. I need to patch up some of this here. It looks kind of bad. That can be XP. I need to really build up my infrastructure in a natural way in the area, which I like. Like, every building has its own purpose. This will be villagers, and the gas station can have my XP. Then we'll go from there. We gotta get the Waffle House in the Florida area. You know what's funny is I also thought of that as like I don't know. I wasn't ever seriously gonna build one, but I've seen a lot of pictures of that, and like it's crossed my mind. But I don't know. Gas stations are such mood setters. Yeah, honestly. Something I desperately want to build is a motel. Let me go find this picture for you guys that I had saved, because I really want to build like a classic like inn/hotel or motel. I don't know. I seen this one actually that I desperately want to build. You guys will probably mess with this. It's very in the style. Let me shove this on a building somewhere here. Make it big. Oh. I really want to build this building. Like, I don't know. I'm messing with the colors, like, super heavily. The sign, I feel like I could use some armor stand stuff if I can't get the sign right, and I could make it look sick. And so I was thinking of building that, like, over here somewhere, and making a cool, like, this is like a hotel. It's like, you know, but yeah, it's very tropical. I love this. I don't know. It looks really cool to me. A Waffle House is the first thing I built after getting cushions, really? That's funny. But yeah, I really want to build this. I wonder, is there like any other cool stuff that I seen that I really wanted to build? That I had saved. Let me look really quickly. I have a whole folder filled to the brim with stuff like this, that I just been looking at today. That really got me into the feel of like, okay, I really want to do this. Nothing exactly, but yes, this is cool. I love this sort of vibe. I need to make some new palm tree designs. Yes, that's such a good vibe. Yeah, it's so unique too. I've literally never seen anybody do it. It's so like interesting. What would I use for a hotel, I wonder? The colors are so nice. Yeah, exactly. I think like these kind of builds for some reason, these tropical builds, like they translate very well into Minecraft, like with my style, just because I naturally like to throw colors at things, and so it just kind of works. I don't know, like what would I purpose a hotel around, I wonder? That's a good question. Because I want every building to like kind of have a point, at least like some of them. I mean, it doesn't have to, I guess, but like it's kind of nice if I have an extra like reason to go into a place, you know, and keep revisiting things. Like in my videos, I'm like, oh, I need to go to the hotel and get this material, right, or whatever, right? I shared it in a build server, and someone told me it needed more depth. The only depth in a Waffle House is where people were thrown into wall, literally. But the Waffle House is insane. Yeah, I don't know. What could I use a hotel for? I'm not sure. Because I feel like it's in a weird, like, if it's over here, that's like not, I don't know. Why wouldn't the motel be the villager breeding zone? I don't know. I mean, the thing is like for this build, I wanted villagers to be here because I need villagers like now. I need villagers like yesterday. And so I'm like, okay, let's make this a pawn shop, and then I can just have all the villagers like, you know, pawning off stuff. And so I feel like I should do something different with the hotel because I want to build that later. But yeah, I'll probably build a hotel or a gas station next. I think that'll be the two I'm gonna go with. But also, I don't know. Maybe I'll make something over there because I need to kind of connect everything up. So I have options. I can kind of build whatever I want. Maybe I'll do an episode where I build multiple things. I don't know. Okay, let me like paint this because this looks like straight dookie. I didn't mean to clip the bottom of this. I should do some shading like under here to make it look like the shadow of the pier building. That'll look cool. I keep doing that. It's fine. Not a big deal. There's this I can do by hand. I need some detail too with all like this like algae that's like washed up. And more waves, I guess. That'll be a little less fun to do than working on the beach. Also, it's important. I kind of want to make like a part of the beach maybe over here where you can like drive onto the beach. That could be cool. And, like have some old like maybe I'll build some more vans and stuff, like surf vans and other cool stuff maybe. I don't know. This place is in need of seagulls everywhere. True, actually. That's something I could do off the pier. Is just like some fence gates that are flying around, or just, you know, I don't know. Some candles and stuff in the air, maybe. That's a good idea, actually. Mushroom stem. I need farms for all this stuff. I hate having to go mine it. It's kind of getting actually a little bit desperate. Oh, there's like a fish there. That's sick. I don't know why that's cool to me. I've like planned. I was kind of looking at some areas earlier too. This area around me is in desperate need of like terrain destroying. Like there's a lot of areas that just need to be annihilated. Like This hill needs to be squished. All these trees need to go. That hill needs to be squished. I think I'm gonna set up some TNT dupers to just squish this island and turn it into like a sandbar, basically. Because I want to have open ocean in front of this area. I mean, all the terrain back here by the restaurant needs to also get just squished. It like, even I thought about even this hill running TNT dupers. It's just like everything needs to be flattened, you know? It's like kind of bad. At least it's not like terraforming, and it's just like I just need to set up some TNT dupers, which is like doesn't take long. It's like it's kind of nice that I don't have to do something crazy at least. Oh, this looks nice actually. What? This looks very nice. Small detail idea, when I go to beaches, there are these water things that wash the sand off you. I don't know how you do that in Minecraft, but it's an idea. Ooh. I like that idea. That's cool. No, you're right. They have those showers. I've been like 100 of those. Like, because I used to live like 5 minutes from the beach, where I used to live when I was in Florida, where I grew up, and they always had those. They're usually like because I'm gonna build like another walkway thing here. I think that kind of comes down onto the beach, and they always are above them up here. I might do that up here actually. Just build like some shower heads and stuff, like because they're meant to like wash off your stuff and get the sand off you and stuff. That's a great idea. I like that idea. Thank you for that. What's the best slab I can do here? Because I kind of need to slab all this up. Diorite's a fine one to do. Oh yeah, the open showers. Yeah, exactly. I also just want to build some residential stuff at some point, because something I think a lot of people, like I was thinking about this, is nobody just builds houses in their worlds. Which, like, I get, like, you always kind of want to build something in, like, new, you know, and not the same, I guess. But something I was thinking about is I really should just build, like, in this area, I should just build, like, a neighborhood. Like, a little neighborhood with some, like, a street with some houses on it. Because, the one good thing is Florida has very colorful, interesting houses, actually. So, like, it would be fun for me to build still. But also, I think it would just help me to fill out some empty areas that don't really have a good, like, you know, a good idea for the initial spot for it. I don't know. We'll see. But didn't I save a picture of that? I swear I did somewhere. Yes. Like, this is not the greatest example, I guess. Let me show this off. But like, oh, we're in the wall. Oh, don't do that. In this, pick up this image. Okay, what? Great. Anyway, yeah, like this is a bad example even for Florida. Like there's way more interesting houses than even this. But like some of the neighborhoods in Florida actually have some really interesting houses, and like some of them are very like, I don't know, they're cool and they're colorful. And I think actually I can make some nice ones that will look interesting. So I'm probably gonna do that as well at some point. They're so easy. Like these builds that I'm making too, they're so easy to just like cook up in no time. Like I'm going slower because I'm on stream, but like honestly, I would have been like probably like almost done with this build if I wasn't streaming. It's because of like like a lot of my focus goes into you know, the streaming part. So what does this look like with diorite, actually? Kind of curious. It actually looks a little bit better. I'm just going to keep it as diorite then, instead of this polished diorite stuff. Not all of it needs to be diorite, but I'll try if I miss anything, I don't really care. But yeah. I really want to build more lighthouses too, even if it doesn't necessarily make sense. I just find lighthouses very fun to build. I don't know. I wouldn't build one like that because that's like my big centerpiece one for like the whole area. That's like the centerpiece build. I feel like that like really sticks out. And it kind of helps you to like ground yourself in like where you're at, I guess. But like you'll be able to see it pretty much from anywhere around here. Oh, it looks really cool down there. Like this area feels very like, it's a very good scale too. It's not too big. It's nice because it's like it's large, I guess, but it's not hard to build because it's mostly just flat terrain. It's not like I'm having to build mountains or any of this like crazy terrain that takes like 10 trillion years to make, you know? Most of it's just like this flat, interesting terrain that doesn't require too much work to like look nice. And I find that just a lot more enjoyable to build. So honestly, I'm feeling very inspired by this. I think the thing is, I'm gonna get even more inspired when I go to Florida because I'm going to Florida in like a month. And so when that happens, like I'm gonna do a lot of real life filming, I think, and include like a lot of like me going out and getting the inspiration into the videos. Like I'll include some real life stuff. And I'll probably find some cool things that I'll want to build, like even more. I want to have all these buildings have interiors too, if I can, because they like interiors just like make, you know, they just make the world feel interesting already. Like if you can feel like you can go in anywhere, it's nice. But everything's like hollow. It's so boring. Lighthouse themed restaurants usually have mini lighthouses attached. I seen some like little buildings like that that'll have like little lighthouses attached. And I was wondering, I'm like, do these actually work? Like, do they actually use these, or are they just kind of like you know, for show? I thought of making some, I mean, I always thought too, I could build another lighthouse if I wanted to make one that was maybe like out of order or something, but I don't know. I mean, to be fair, this one might not be working anymore, and they just, it's like a museum, right? That's why I've kind of kept it old and historic, and I want to actually make some like grounds for it. Kind of like, I don't know, I've been to the one in St. Augustine, and that one is a lot like that, where they have a lot of like history at their one, and I kind of want to make it like that. At some point, because it's very similar to the St. Augustine Lighthouse. I think this one's based off of like Tybee Lighthouse, I think it's called, is what this one's based off of, but it's like the exact same shape. If the top was red, it would look like St. Augustine Lighthouse. So, I don't know. I'll see, I guess. How do I want to do the shadows here? Maybe like light gray wool, and let's cast them kind of like, we'll cast them off this way because that seems to be kind of where I'm doing shadows a little bit. And I'm going to cast them to the side a little bit more than usual. And we'll detail this in a minute. I just want to figure out kind of the shape of everything. So like the sun is coming from this direction, maybe. The good thing is this building is pretty isolated out here, so it's not like I need to make all the buildings around it have the same lighting direction, because it's kind of by itself. It kind of helps me in not needing to do that. I don't even know if this looks good, though. I'll see, I guess. Maybe I'll just make it directly underneath. Do you have any public bathrooms yet? That's a good idea, actually. Like, that's the thing, though, is, like, unironically, I want this world to feel very realistic. Like, this is a real place. And honestly, I should build some stuff like that. That's not a bad idea. I might make some up here. I might make this kind of like the public beach place area. Like, maybe I'll make a parking lot back here. You know what? Yeah, that's what I'll probably do. Is this will be the beach building, and then I'll build like a parking lot back here for like actually parking by the beach. And I'll build like this showers thing and maybe like a bathroom, like you guys said. I don't know. Most of the lighthouses I've been at were turned into attractions. Oh yeah, I mean, most of them are not in order anymore. They don't really use them as much anymore, I don't really think. They're kind of all just historical now. I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but like, do people really use lighthouses anymore? Like, super heavily? Or do they just have like modern navigation, like now with their ships where they don't like need any form of that at all? I could be wrong. I'm just kind of like curious about it. I have some birchwood incorporated down there too. I'll incorporate that in a minute. You gotta build Shrek's house 101, of course. Hey, to be fair, I did think I want to do a swamp area somewhere. I'm not really worried about it right now because I think I think I'm gonna build the swamp area to kind of bridge between where my base starts and where Overworld begins. Because otherwise it'll be kind of annoying. Perhaps one of those volleyball field thingies. Oh! Yeah, no, that's a good idea too. Like a park or something that has like the volleyball stuff. Or even just having the volleyball net somewhere by the beach. The thing is I'm not really... I'll probably do that down there, because I think I'm going to make the beach larger here. it's kind of opening up already, you can see. And so I'll probably make the drive-in beach and stuff down there and do some of that. Ooh, I'm like formulating ideas. This is cool. It's nice that like a lot of people like seem to connect with this more just because it's a real place people have been to more. Like they kind of know things that are there, and it's like cool to see get built, I guess. Lighthouses get used still, especially when rain hinders nav systems. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I was thinking about that. I'm like, do they still get used maybe in like heavy fog or like storms and things like that? But I feel like I haven't seen any like be actually used as much, you know. I've never been to any that are still in, you know, being used. I don't really know what I'm doing with this shadow thing. Where's the shirtless white guy with an AK-47? Florida is like that, yeah. Depends where you're at, but yeah, most of the time. Man, I can't imagine going to some like the popular beaches on like 4th of July. That's probably crazy. It's insanity. I'm just gonna make the shadow directly below. Or should I even add one? I don't really know. Sure. I mean, the shadow works by itself here. How about a port dock build with the 2 roads sticking out of the beach? I don't know if you know what I mean. A port dock build with the 2 roads sticking out of the beach. I don't know. I don't know. That's hard to... I don't know what you mean. I mean, I have plans to build like a whole marina area on the other side over there. And I really want to get to that soon, actually, too. I might actually start building that pretty soon. Genuinely, I might start popping these videos out like really quickly, just because I really like... It's easy to build these things. The videos are easy to make for this, and I'm really wanting to just build more and more and more. I just want to keep building stuff. It's like really fun. The marinas with the stacked boats are so cool. Oh yeah, those. Yeah, what I was thinking of doing is like I want to do the marina, but I want to have a dry dock area as well for like stuff like that too, for having like a boat shed and having areas where they're stacked up. I've seen a place like that. I actually know exactly where one was. I went past one in March because I was in Florida in March this year, and I seen one of those. It was really cool. Oh man, that makes me want to build one of those now as well. You guys are giving me too many ideas. I'm gonna like build 10 trillion things. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. It's not like anything crazy, but like it's kind of nice. Dude walking his alligator. I've held an alligator before. I mean, it's a Florida thing to do. I wish there was a color that matched this warm color. I mean, quartz kind of does, I guess, but also I don't really know if I want to go get quartz. We need a smelter. I wonder what the smelter should be. Build a restaurant somewhere for the smelter. Another one. I could. I kind of forgot about that. I need to make a smelter out of one of these places. I could do that in the marina maybe, but that's like far off. I need a smelter like soon, actually. Maybe I make this the smelter, actually, and turn it into another restaurant and make it a smelter, like it is in real life, kind of where it's a restaurant. I'm not sure. That is a... What's the word I'm thinking of? It's a problem. It's a problem anyways. This looks cool. I'm liking this. Let's mix some diorite and some birch. Some alligators built in the world would go crazy. I wonder how I would even do that. Like, I don't even know. But I could try, maybe I could do some armor stand techniques with them. I don't know. But yeah, I might like, I want to build so many things. It's so hard for me to like pick what I want to build because I want to expand the aquarium. I want to make a gas station. I want to build a hotel. I want to build the marina. You know, it's like it's hard for me to pick what I want to build. I want to build everything. Which is probably a good sign, actually, that I'm very, very motivated to want to build like a bunch of different stuff. It's more consistent that way if I have a bunch of good ideas. A giant alligator head or crab on top of shop. But yeah, I seen one like that. There's like alligator farms like that. Do I have a picture saved like that, actually? I think I do. I want to go look for it now because I think I have something exactly like that. Wait, do I? Oh, come on. Surely I do. As research, I found out that name is that the name is. Can I send an image link? Yeah, go for it. Where? I swear I saved a picture that was like that somewhere. Did I not? Yes! Oh my god, yeah, wait, hang on, I found it. Yes. Hang on, let me show this off. This is like building, like I would totally build something like this. Hold up, let me show this off. Where's the annotation tool? I'm on it. Boo. I'm stupid. Like look at this. Oh, that's big. Oh wait, I didn't put the image URL on. Okay, here, please, can I do it properly? Yeah, like look at this. Oh, this is the Gatorland entrance, but you know, it's still like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean, right? Like, it's kind of funny. Like, that would be goofy to build something like that. Why is my Axiom UI so weird like that? I just saw that on my stream playback. It doesn't look like that at all for me. It's like really buggy. I don't really know why it's like that at all. It doesn't look like that for me. But anyway, yeah. It's the most accurate I found. Where'd you send the link at? That's beautiful. Yeah, Lord's Fire, make it. I might have to. I don't know where I would put that. The Gatorland. What would you even title a video like that? Like, I'd have to theme it around something like Goofy Build or something. Absolute cinema, yeah. It actually is. It'd be cool to build like a spring too. Like maybe I could make like stuff around manatees or something, because I grew up around a spring and there was always manatees there. I love manatees, like one of my favorite animals. They're so awesome. Okay, right, pier time. Duh, that's what I've been trying to work on forever. I've been like not really doing much. I've been blabbering. This is what happens when chat decides what I built. Yeah, I might have to do something silly like that at some point. I don't know. I feel like I could do a section of the ooh, I should do it with like a shark head or something and do like that at like the aquarium, maybe. That could be funny. Or something silly anyway, right? That could be fun. I like that idea. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream tonight because I do want to eat dinner, and also I want to like, I don't know, this is just kind of short stream working on the build, talking to you guys. At this point, you could build an entire fictional Florida key. Well, exactly, right? I mean, that's kind of what this is like, I'm gonna build a whole Florida area. I do kind of wish it was isolated and I could build the backside, but you know, it is what it is. It's not like it needs to be infinite. Oh, it would be cool if it was an island though, and I could build like the whole, whatever, it's fine. Should I just delete all of the world? No, joking. What's the gap between this? Not that much. I don't care about them being even too, because I'm gonna make this like really rickety. I need to delete this. I made that as a copy in case I like broke the banners over there, but I don't think I'm gonna do that now. Let me look at Google Earth again. I need to look at this. Interesting. So yeah, interesting, I guess. Okay. You could turn into Everglades? Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking is I want to do a swamp area somewhere, like back in here, I think. See, like, there's all this water back here, and there's a little bit of swamp here. I'm thinking to kind of transition the base back into the overworld is I do Everglades and, like, swamp back here. That was always kind of my plan with the area originally. But yeah, then I kind of, like, just, I don't know why, I just, like, forgot about everything and just went to do other things for some reason. This is so much more fun, though. I don't know why I gave up on this. I remember, too, like, when I just first started building in this area, I was popping out videos. I did weekly, I think, for, like, 5 or 6 weeks. I had a weekly video the exact same day. Because I was just building so much that I just got so much done consistently. Have the fan boats. That's a cool idea, actually, yeah. I feel like that'd make a banger thumbnail, too, doing some Everglades stuff. That could look cool. So yeah, they do really just kind of have these rows. They don't really ever go between. Interesting. Maybe do something like that. I'm honestly just gonna copy this now, though, a bunch of times for now. I don't really care about it being even. This is too much. A little bit. Let's add a little bit more space between them. Like that instead. It'd be really cool to build like some coral stuff too, like a coral reef maybe. I've never seen anybody build like a custom coral reef, really. I've like never seen that done before. Maybe just because it's like doesn't seem that interesting, but I feel like it could be fun. Oh, that looks cool actually. How long do I want this to be? I should make it probably a little bit longer. So I'm gonna add one support between here. I want to add some more supports further out here. Like 2 there. Maybe 1 here. Okay, let's get rid of this stupid roof thing here. I'm still so happy with this roof design with the copper golems. It's so good. I'm so happy with that. That's like arguably one of my favorite aspects of the build. It looks really interesting to me. So between them, they have all these like cross beaming. That I'm gonna do by hand. That paired with like a boat with snorkeling, yeah. I'm gonna touch the butt. Nemo reference. But I'll see. I don't know. I feel like I could do anything. I might actually do the aquarium expansion first. I don't know. I just like I have too many ideas. This is bad. There's so many things I want to do. I just feel like I don't know. It's fine. I can do whatever I want. I can do whatever I want. Doesn't matter. Should probably give the aquarium like an actual purpose as well, like some form of farm inside. That would be nice. Touristy Florida is so perfect because buildings have to be interesting to keep people in the door. Yeah. I mean, I'm doing the best today. Thank you for peak content and streams. It's really relaxing to watch. Yeah, no problem, dude. Hope you feel better. Just they discovered free will pipe building Florida, literally. I feel like it's nice because what's great about this is I already have a big area sort of built here that has a lot of empty space, meaning I can kind of just build stuff like wherever I want. And that's like, it's like freedom. I don't have to, I'm not constrained by having to build things to want to build other things. I can just have like 20 options of something I want to build, and I can pick whichever one I want to build first. And then I can do the next thing and the next thing, and they're all cool. Like everything's cool. Like everything I build is like interesting. Kelp farm, a good fuel farm for other smelters. Maybe a giant oil refinery next door. Very Florida. Yeah, I could do a kelp farm or something. Yeah, or just some of like some of the aquatic plants in the game. That's kind of where my head was going to. I'm like, I wonder if I could do a coral farm in there too. I had that one coral farm that was on the server I used to be on, but I don't really like. It's not in this world. I didn't copy it over, so like I am kind of in need of a coral farm. And like, I know they're dependent on like being in a coral reef biome, but honestly, I don't really think it's cheaty for me to like, if I wanted to build the farm, change like one chunk of it to coral reef. Like, because I want to have it with the rest of my builds. I don't want to have to go out like 1,000 blocks and build some other random thing, you know, out there. So maybe I'll do that. I don't know. What do you guys, is that like weird to you guys, like to do that? I don't know. Is that cheating? I should honestly just be building these out of the material because I'm gonna have to come back and replace everything, but whatever, it's fine actually. Helps me stay on track. Whatever pays the bills. I don't know. Yeah, I don't really think it matters if I were to change a like, even if I wanted to change biomes for like cosmetic reasons, I don't think it would matter. I've done that with my world, so I'm fine with it. Yeah, like I don't really think people care that much. Like it's fine. It's not like it's like affecting the game in a huge way. It's just so I can have my other stuff near me. Let's actually do another one of these that goes here. Like that. What about... It's so weird. I feel like part of me wants to like put stuff in between here, but like they don't do that in real life, which is interesting to me. They do have like some chains. Maybe I just need to like thicken this, like have trapdoors under here. They have like wires that go underneath it that go to the end. I changed the balance for that one ambience model. I want birds chirping next to my house. Yeah, exactly. Like I feel like changing biomes for different reasons, I don't think really is an issue. I mean, this whole area was copy pasted in here from another world because it was by itself originally, so I don't think it's a big deal to do that. I don't think anybody really cares. This build is looking good so far, though. I'm actually pretty happy with it. It's looking good. It's nothing like crazy, but like it's nice. It's got some charm to it. It's the area over here was definitely in need of some kind of like interesting pier, I think. And this kind of fills that role. Like something interesting to look at over here from when you're walking between here. You get to like, oh, whoa, actually, what? That's super sick. Let me render the copper golems. Yeah. Oh, they don't render unless I'm like here. That's unfortunate. Oh, that looks good though, doesn't it? What? It's not like even really done yet. That looks sick. Oh, I'm happy with that actually. That looks awesome. Actually, I like how the building's placed. Originally I didn't know if I was gonna be a fan of it being so elevated, but it actually looks good. Like, I'm kind of impressed with that actually. That's nice. Very nice. I think this build will turn out like better than I think it will. Once it's done. It's peak. I'm excited to see what's gonna be on the other side of the road. Yeah, I don't know yet. Because like, well, what we were thinking earlier is like to build some beach kind of stuff, like beach infrastructure, so to speak, right? Like we have like some showers here. I'll have like a little wood walkway that kind of goes down the stairs towards the beach. And maybe some like a little bit of parking lot here. But then over here, we're going to have, I think I'm going to build an ice cream shop, a hotel, and maybe I'll build the hotel like here, actually. I think I'll build the hotel here, like kind of next to the parking lot. And then something's got to go in here. Maybe the gas station. I don't know. What does it say on the roof? It says Flagler Beach. That's like the thing it was based off of the reference. I should probably change it and name the beach myself, but I liked the lettering. And it's fine. I can pay homage to the building. I think the building actually has some pretty rich history. I haven't looked into it yet, but I assume because it looks like it was built. It looks like it was built like 70, 80 years ago. What about design? What? What is that? But yeah, I was gonna suggest a hotel too. Some kind of tourist trap would make sense. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. We'll see. I'll come up with some ideas. Yeah, and then the aquarium I'm gonna expand a little bit because I want to expand the aquarium into. I want to make a new. This is like the entrance building, but I think, honestly, I think I might gut this out a little bit and then build a new aquarium entrance building here. And make like a nice one here. I had a picture. Let me show you guys this, because this was cool. Let me go find this. Where did I put this at? Because I wasn't really happy with like it doesn't feel like good enough. Like I feel like for the aquarium in this sort of area, it needs to look really nice. So I wanted it to be a little bit more grand, I guess. Where is, like, okay, here, I found the picture. Like, maybe doing something, desired paths are when people go off trail because they see a more efficient path. Oh, okay. Yeah, something like that could be interesting. Like, here, look at this. Let me show this off. So, like, I could do something like, I forgot to copy it. Oh my god, please. Please! Okay, there we go. Like this, maybe, you know, where I do like a proper front building somewhere over there. I don't know yet. I haven't thought about it too deeply. For those of you who didn't see the hotel, I actually want to show that picture again too, because it's really cool. So for the hotel, it's gonna look like, well, here, let me, oh. It's gonna look like this will be the hotel. I'm actually just gonna keep this over here. Here, let's go put it where it's supposed to go technically. So the hotel will be like over here. I don't know if you guys can imagine it. It's gonna go like in this area, like this way or this way. I don't know, like some way. Oh, Axiom broke, can't see images. Oh, right, I gotta get out of Axiom. Blah, greatness. That's not actually great at all. Whatever, anyway. Bruh. I'm like all the way over here. Why is Axiom gotta be like that? Why is Axiom so weird? I tried updating it too, and it didn't work. I don't know why. Like, it doesn't update. There's no updates for it. They haven't fixed it yet. The stupid thing. And they need to fix it. But anyway, the hotel will go here. Oh wow, that's actually gonna look really cool. With all like this, like all the signs, I think will look really interesting. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where we'll put it. The aquarium entrance building thing I was showing off wasn't really that interesting, so it's fine. I'll just, yeah. We'll see. I'll see what I'll build first. I honestly might build a hotel first. It's hard to choose. Okay, back to this. I hate that Axiom is like that, though. I don't know why they haven't fixed their thing yet. They need to. Yeah, I love the look of the hotel. It's so nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. Like, I love its colors. Like this texture too on the side. I don't know. It's very like mid-century modern kind of too. Like I really like this mid-century look. Like 1960s and 70s. Really, I guess it's what it is. Maybe even earlier. I don't know, but yeah, it's really cool. Oh, I didn't even see there's like a star up there. I bet it looks cool at night too. I should do all like the glow in the dark stuff and make this area look cool at night as well. That would be cool. I want to do some like little signs too for like sea turtle nests because they have that in real life where like they'll like mark off where sea turtles have like laid their eggs and stuff. That'd be a cool detail. I have tall grass over here. I do. Let's just mix some of that in. Well, I gotta figure out where this is gonna go. I'm so all over the place. I don't really know what I'm building. I keep going all over the place. Let me finish this thinking supports here. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. It's hard to, like, I feel like I struggle to focus when I stream. I need to get better at, like, staying on topic. It's just, like, I'm excited to right now to build, like, and I'm, like, all my ideas are kind of, like, rushing in at the same time as I'm talking to you guys about it. Is this a pier or is this a wharf? A wharf is different, right? Because people, like, they build stuff on wharfs, right, instead. But I was gonna put, like, some little, like, fish, like, maybe, like, fishing, like, shacks up here. Like, one or two. I don't know. It kind of looks like that in real life. There's, like little buildings, like, this size that are on the pier. I don't know if I'll add them or not, though. I don't know. I reckon I honestly would probably be done with this video by, like, Monday. I can't even lie. Like, I'm gonna pop this one out pretty quick, I think. It's gonna be annoying explaining to people, like, what happened and the other thing. Like, oh, you know, I'm taking a break from the thing I was taking a break from, you know, like, I don't know, whatever. I don't need to, like, I'll just be like, oh, I'm just feeling, like, uninspired for it. So I'm working on this for, like, for now. To be fair, I don't think most people care, but I already know there's going to be at least, like, a few people are going to be in my comments, like, what happened, you know, and I'll have to explain it to them. I don't have to explain it all individually. I'd just rather put it in the video. I need to build, like, more of the bottom of this. By the way, if you need any inspo, check out the city. I love this place, and it's a summer vibe. All right. The excuse is that you're having fun building a Minecraft. I guess. It is, like, this is just fun for me, you know, over everything else. This is, like, what I enjoy. Oh. I'll probably just replace everything with type replace for this. The wizard's keeping that product hostage until I make progress here. Yeah. I mean, it is a thing though where, like, I need to finish this area. Because it's very, I mean, not even, like, honestly, I could build here forever if I felt like it. I could just keep adding and adding for, like, a long time. But also, it's just, like, bad that I kind of abandoned it and just left it after I did a bunch of builds here. Like, it's kind of, not cool. I should have done it. Don't know why I didn't. I don't know, I guess I just get inspired by other things for here and there. Well, the thing is I really, again, it was sort of a views thing, like why I left this again, and I went over to other, like, my old areas, because even then I knew, like, that area did better for views, but then now that area has become so screwed over, like, in its layout, that it doesn't even make sense to, like, live in anymore. It actually, like, sucks to be over there, because I don't know what to do with any of the space, and, like, it's all kind of, like, I don't know, it's all messy, everything's built in the air, it's just, like, I don't really know what to do with it. It's kind of a pain to work in, and I don't like it. So, like, I'm pretty done with that area for, like, arguably, I might just be done with it, period. Because even if I were to build in it, I don't think... The problem is I was trying to build in an area that pretty much was already done. And I was trying to force it to continue, kind of, you know? Just because I know it did better. Which was not the right move, because I kind of just made a mess of the area even more. I should have just left it and stuck with this and just kept doing this. So I think I'm just gonna do this for now. Because this is where I was originally, like, and what I decided to do right after I'd finished that base, like actually finish it the first time, before I came back to it, was like, okay, we're doing this now. I don't know. The issue is I take breaks from projects, improve my building, then abandon it altogether and restart. Yeah, that's not good. The good thing is like, I'm pretty happy with everything I build, at least. Like, I mean, there's things I can look back and be like, oh, I could do this better, but like, I'm not like that critical about it. Like, I mean, I'm glad with this area because everything I built here is really good. So at least, like, I'm already like being in this area a lot more than I do even in the other area. It just feels good to move around. I feel like I'm in a real place. Like, already, just this beach area feels like this feels real. I don't know, to me. I don't know. It feels a lot more realistic than in the other area. I like its scale. It feels good to like it's a good player scale, I think. Excuse me. I guess I'll do the bottom of this at some point. But I need to annihilate this island because I don't want this thing to feel like it's a bridge and like leave no room out here, basically. There's a shipwreck over there. I want to get to a point too, like, I don't know, I just TNT duper over my old builds when I get better at building wall. I kind of like leaving the old stuff because it's like it's a history thing, you know. You get to look back at how you've improved. The thing I need to do is I'm very bad about just making a new area off to the side a bunch. If I do a new area, I should make it near the old one. Like realistically, I should have done Florida like over here maybe, and then connected it, you know? But I don't know. I'm probably gonna try and do better about it next time. I think when inevitably, like in a year, when I finish Florida, I'm probably gonna go into Maine. And I'm gonna do a new area, you know, that's gonna be like kind of like in the Alaskan stuff, except just better, you know, better laid out, better builds, you know, more realistic goals, and like actually having a destination. And I'll probably connect it like either up here or down here. I don't know. But like having everything connected and having one cohesive big world is better than a bunch of places in the world, I think, where you have to, like, fly all the way over here to get over here, like, and there's just nothing between it. It's better to be, like... Because, like, oh, you could just start a new world, you know? But, like, it's better if you can, especially for world tour videos, too, like, okay, and after the Florida area, we go into this area, right? It's just, like, it's nicer. I don't know. It's a little bit better than having to go really far out. I think I was already kind of making that mistake with the fantasy stuff, like going kind of too far out. Even then, everybody was on me about, like, in the comments of that video, like, oh, 1,000 blocks isn't even that far away. Like, it wasn't even necessarily a distance thing to me. Like, the distance thing didn't really matter to me. It was just, I was just kind of, you know, getting out of that area. But actually, I think it was kind of a mistake. If I build new areas, I should put them near each other. I shouldn't put them a gazillion feet away from everything else. Because then at that point, you're just kind of building in a new world anyway. which I don't necessarily know if is the right choice. I don't know. I'm yapping. Water. I wonder what's a good, like, tourist trap for the area. What do you guys think? Any cool buildings I could do for, like, tourist traps? Any ideas floating around? Because right now, I got nothing. Also makes what you did seem bigger when it's close together. Yeah. I love looking back at my own builds. I used to despise my old style, but I just took into the perspective that I was at a different place at the time and still having fun when making it. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel too. Like it's not like, and fundamentally, it's not like any of these builds are bad. Like, I mean, I could say like about all this old stuff over here, it's not great, you know, compared to like, I feel like this style I'm doing now, like I've improved a lot as a builder because it's been like over a year since I built that. But like, by no means is it bad. It still looks nice, you know. Banana boat tourist trap. That's funny. I was thinking of making like a little kayaking area, like with some back like mangroves and stuff, but I don't think I'm gonna do that over here necessarily. Oh wow, this looks really interesting. I need to add like more cross beams in here though, and make that look more realistic. Interesting. I like this. This looks really cool. I wonder if I'm gonna make these like nether brick or if I'm gonna make them like, I'll probably make them like mossy cobble and stuff is what I'll do, and like tough. I'm trying to think of some other stuff Florida has as well, like things to do that are there. I mean, the thing is, I can always just do like some basic like town stuff too. Like I could build like a bowling alley or something, right? Like it could be like, I feel like I could have infinite like things to build if I really want to. But I also do just want to build like pretty Florida. I even thought about building a Publix because I'm not gonna lie, some of the old vintage, like I actually really wanted to build a Publix. Hang on, I need to show you this. Like, hang on. Like, let me look this up because it was actually kind of cool. Where was this picture? Yes, because back in the day, like, I don't know, I'm sure some of you guys in here are familiar with Publix, like the grocery store, I'm sure. But, they actually, you know, since they were kind of made in Florida and like in the 50s and or like the 60s anyway, they actually had like kind of like a mid-century like modern, like they had that same style as like some of these buildings around that we're building actually. Like they look like oh, did I do it wrong? I guess I did it wrong. Great. There we go. But like they're kind of interesting looking. Like they kind of fit the vibe. I thought of making one somewhere maybe back in the area. I don't know. Building a grocery store. Like, cause I do want the area to feel like a real town, and I think it would fit nicely to be fair. It's kind of interesting. I don't know. There's potential. You could make a duck boat tour place that uses World War II duck boats. What is a World War II duck boat? I want to look that up now. Well, not right this second, but later. But yeah, that is, yeah. I seen a really cool tourist trap. I don't remember where it was at. It wasn't in Florida, but it was somewhere else, like on the coast, like the Gulf, where they had like taken an old steamboat and made it into a gift shop after like I think it was Hurricane Sandy or something. And that was really sick looking. Because they had just washed up so far that they just decided to build it into a store because it's like by the road, which was funny, and I liked that. That was interesting. Okay, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing with any of this. More cross beaming would be good. Yeah, they would probably need the groceries to survive. Yeah. Well, I'm not thinking that deep. I just think it would look nice. Living on the beach cannot be cheap. Yeah. I don't know. I just think, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, this might be a weird take. I just thought about this, but like building the inside of a grocery store, unironically, would be kind of fun, I feel like building the interior. I don't know why, but that seems like kind of a fun undertaking. Like, I don't know, they always have that specific kind of vibe to them. I feel like it'd actually be kind of cool to try and replicate in Minecraft. It's like, I've never seen it done before. Because no one thinks to their head, I'm gonna build a grocery store in Minecraft, right? But actually, it could be kind of fun, like, building all the little areas and, like, yeah. They always have, like, pretty specific coloring in them, too. Like, their floors always have that specific, like, yellowy kind of color. It would be fun to, like, experiment with, I can't even lie. But needless to say, I got a billion ideas. I don't think we're gonna run out of ideas to build anytime soon if I, you know, really like building over here. It's crazy that I haven't really actually, like, sat down and built anything over here for 9 months. It is horrendous. I mean, to be fair, I built the beach, like, 5 months ago, I think, like, 4 or 5 months ago. Like, it wasn't, like, a major build. This is, like, the first, like, actual build. No, it's so real. It's such an open space and so different each time. Yeah, I've seen people build a few Walmarts. Yeah, well, yeah, Walmart is different, though, right? Because Walmart is very gray and, like, kind of sad. Like, hang on, I gotta find an example of this because I'm actually, like, looking at this. There is so many, like, these vintage-looking grocery stores that have these crazy designs back then. What? Like, in the 50s and 60s. This looks crazy. If you guys could see what I'm looking at right now, this would be insane. Look, yeah, I might have to build one. Hang on, I want to look. Is there anything, like, of this, like, inside of... Okay. Like, okay, like, whoa, what? Okay, this is actually really interesting. I don't know, I'm just like, I don't know, it's different, though, than, like, Walmart, right? Banners plus shelves make great drink fridges. That could be interesting, yeah. Everything is, like, very warm. It's, like, all warm tones, though, inside these grocery stores. Like, it's weird how, like, everything was super mid-century. Like, everything was so, like, mid-century modern back then. Let me look at this. Like, just to show you guys, like, a rough example of what I'm looking at. It's so annoying that Axiom is kind of broken. I wish it, like, wasn't. I'm looking at this right now, right? But, like, the interiors of these places are interesting. Like, I don't know. Like, all these, like, the way the floors are. This one has, like, a plant in there. Like, there's, like, wood paneling, too, and everything. Like, this is a Publix, which is, like, crazy to me. I don't know. They're very, like, intricate, actually, which is fun to actually... It could be fun to, like, make one. It's actually not a bad idea. Originally, I was kind of joking, but honestly, I wouldn't actually hate building a Publix. It would be kind of fun, or like building a grocery store. W plant, yeah. Who knows if it's real? I don't know if they had fake plants back then or not. Okay, am I about ready to move on with this? Yes, I think this is good. You could cook up. Yeah, maybe. Not immediately, though. This hotel is way cooler and more important, and I'm probably going to build that first. Okay. Let's texture this real quick. What colors do I want to use? Maybe, like, some tough. For the signs, I'm just going to use crimson and spruce. And same thing with the trapdoors, we'll just do spruce. And then the slabs, we'll use some cobblestone and tough. They went from that to covering hardwood and carpet. Yeah, unfortunate. But yeah, I don't know. It's actually cool because there's a lot of like this in this vintage Florida style. Since everything was so like back then, Florida was actually being like very much built in, I guess. Everything was getting built up back then. There's a lot of mid-century modern architecture. It's like, I wonder where it all went. Like, I think they just demolished it out for these new, like, crap buildings. They should have kept some of it. It was so cool looking. I don't know why they got rid of it all. It looked so nice to me. I don't know. Like, I'm a sucker for mid-century modern. It's, like, one of my favorite styles, actually. It's a shame they got rid of it all. I mean, I'm sure there was issues, I guess, with some stuff just rotted away. Or, I mean, I guess they get hurricanes and stuff, too, that can kind of blow away some of those buildings. But, like, there's none of them left. Which is crazy to me. Like, surely there'd be some. But I guess not. I don't know. Those beans get so rusty underwater for that long. Yeah. These things I'm gonna make real dirty and yeah, like under the water. Right now I'm just making this like kind of mossy. Because these are made out of wood. They're not like metal. Like, that looks good to me. I don't know why. I feel like the form of these looks kind of goofy. But at the same time, it doesn't matter. I kind of rushed them, and I wasn't really thinking about how I was doing it. They kind of look kind of bad. They'll probably look better textured. They'll look better when I texture them. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just gonna do some basic texturing with them, nothing crazy. And like, I can do a lot of the texturing on the siding, because really these are just like a detail thing. You don't really like look at them as much as you look at the pier itself, like as a whole, I guess. You're not really like focusing in on the texturing or the shape of the actual support pieces inside, because they're kind of random anyway in real life. They're all like decrepit and like leaning into each other, which, you know, it's kind of what I built, so. A lot of the streamlined modern buildings, especially diners, were prefabricated and not great quality, so they disappeared relatively fast. Yeah, that makes sense. Unfortunate though. It was such a cool vibe. Hey, what's up, man? What's up? I'm just working on building this pier building we're working on right now. On our beach here. I've been working on the front of the building. This build actually is really cool. I haven't really like taken a second to actually like sit down and look at it. It's actually really coming together. A diner is a good idea though. I kind of forgot about that. I should build a classic diner. That is a great idea. These look pretty good, actually, just with these two texturing blocks. I'm happy with it. I'm excited to texture, like, the side of the pier here. I'm gonna add, like, some soul sand in, I think, and some other things. I know this isn't vanilla, but when I build in schematic, it'll fix that. This is fun. I'm liking this. Like, this build is turning out very nice. It's got good thumbnail potential, too. I wonder where I would do the thumbnail exactly. Probably from, like, over here. Yeah, from, like, this angle. Somewhere in here. That, or maybe I would do, like, up and from the... I don't know. Or from the front, maybe. I like the pier. The pier is a really cool, like, leading line, kind of. Actually, I wonder if it would work from out here. There's a lot of angles I could do, right? And there's a lot of different spots I could take the thumbnail from. I gotta build the waves too. I might build some waves kind of crashing up against some of the pier. If I had a nickel for every time I said pier this stream, I'd be rich. But yeah, this is a very, like, nice to look at build. I was kind of worried about that because for some reason, one thing I do worry about, like, with the builds is, like, what it might look like for a thumbnail, because if the thumbnail looks bad, you know, people aren't going to watch the video at the end of the day. But, like, I mean, whatever. It's fine. But, like, these builds naturally, honestly, just kind of find themselves to look nice in pictures. This one does, at the very least, so I am happy with that. It's nice, like some builds you build, they'll just end up kind of looking a little like photogenic, I guess, or they're, I don't know if that's the right word, but they just like don't like fit in photos very nicely. Like they'll look kind of awkward. Where is my gray glass? There it is. You gonna make the beach hit the ocean floor eventually? Yeah, I need to. I was kind of wondering about that, how I'll do it, because it's kind of a good ways down. I may like just slope it further, like do a more drastic slope, but we'll see. I don't know if I'll do that in the first video or not. That seems like well, I might actually. That's a good thing I need to get done at some point. I don't know. At some point I need to do like I need to do a lot of chores around the base, I can't lie, like just like deleting terrain, you know, doing little like filling areas. I don't know, but like I don't have to do it all at once. It's fine. But either way, there's a lot of stuff I need to get done all over the place. But yeah, eventually I'll make it touch the ground. Otherwise it would look really goofy, just floating out here in the ocean forever. Oh, this looks really good. Yeah, okay, wow. That is really starting to pop out. Like, I don't rely on shaders. I just don't like playing with shaders. I don't think shaders look good. You know, I feel like it's more fun for me, too, to be able to work with the in-game colors and make those pop out. Because you can, like, this area looks realistic still, in a way. And it doesn't rely on shaders, right? Like, I have shadows and whatever, right? You just don't need shaders. Shaders kind of, like, make things look weird. I kind of like the natural look of Minecraft. This looks cool. I'm liking this. This looks really nice. I need to do some touch-up in some parts, though. Like, here I could add a sign. I'm just not a big fan of the look of shaders. I feel like they kind of drown out the build in, you know, all the shading to where you can't really even see the cool texturing anymore. I don't think people should rely on shaders as a crutch for their building. Like, making a build where it looks good without shaders is a lot more enjoyable, I think. Because to be fair, there's never been a point where I've looked at one of my builds and been like, oh, it looks better with shaders on. Because it doesn't. It always looks worse. Because it takes away all those, like, cool aspects I put into it. You know, like, if I put, like, the front of the building over there has a ton of color on it. If I put shaders on, the shadows would just, like, cover everything up. It'd make it so hard to see, like, anything. It would be so boring to look at. How much from further? Okay, I've, like, done over half. That's good. Honestly, low brightness Minecraft is enough. Shaders are over the top in my opinion. For sure, yeah. Yeah, you can always lower your brightness some too, and that can help in some shadows, I think, if you want your shadows to be a little bit more exaggerated. Because, I don't know. Shaders are cool for some things, like, you know, like having colored lighting is a thing that would be nice. I think even vanilla needs that, I think. Like redstone torches or like the soul torches should like make blue light. Like that's something I think it needs. I mean, not every shader does that, but some I've seen. I've used shaders for like shots with that before. I wish more. I wish Minecraft just had that built in game. I'm excited to make this video. I think it'll be good. I like making the skit things, but they're hard to come up with, like, for the videos. It's, like, difficult to come up with cool ideas for them. I need to make some. To be fair, not every video needs one. It's just, like, sometimes I just don't have any ideas. And right now, I do not have an idea. To be fair, I could do Pawn Stars, seeing that this might be a pawn shop. Or a smelter. I don't know what this thing's gonna be. I need to think about it. I don't like doing like the cheesy, like I like doing original skits though. I don't like doing the cheesy like skits as much. I don't know. I need to come up with some stuff. But yeah, to be fair, I don't really need anything. I should probably just look at like some creative film and just introduce some creative stuff into the video naturally, and find my, I don't know. I don't want to force ideas into something it doesn't feel natural into. I built a lot with a friend who uses shaders, and it's always so interesting for us to work best of both worlds when it comes to build and figure out how we can make something together. Yeah, that's interesting. I'm sure that is fun to figure out still. The analog horror bit was such a nice surprise when I first saw it. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I've done that exact bit before. I was using it in one of my first videos that ever did well, as a model for that video. So I kind of just copied the same skit and just did it like different, kind of like a little bit different. And like I like original creative works like that. I don't even think I shouldn't even label them as like skits or like little bit things, right? I should just do them as like creative work in the videos, like random creative things. Because I always label them as like skits, and then for some reason in my head I'm like, oh, this thing should be like a funny thing, or like it should be a parody of something, when in reality I should just focus on making something like a creative, I guess. I'm kind of like thinking out loud right now. I'm coming to like a realization that I should do it that way instead. So I need to go like look at some stuff and figure out something I want to do that's like creative. It's called Shader Reliant Builds, lobster builds, because lobsters be drowned in butter to taste good. Nothing tastes bad drowned in butter. Yeah. That's a funny way to put it actually though. That's an interesting take. I like that. That's a great way to put it, I think. We're almost there. Hallelujah. Then we can get back to like the fun part of the build. Or just not building this part. This is like the annoying part of the build where I gotta build like tedious things that like don't really look that interesting, but when it's all together it looks cool. Like when I take a step back I'll realize like, okay, this looks really cool. And maybe I'll make some improvements as well, I don't know, we'll see. Sorry, I went kind of quiet. I'm just like locked in. Alrighty, now we gotta work on texturing the actual, like, flat pier part. This looks cool, though. I like this. This looks nice. Oh, yeah, this looks cool. I might want to add one between here, maybe. It's okay. It's fine, I think. This looks really interesting, though. I'm actually really happy with how this has come out. What kind of, like, color do I want to do? Ooh, okay. We're gonna do some cool texturing now, so I kind of want to mix in some of that, like, a little bit on the side. We're gonna make most of this dark oak because it makes sense for, like, the lighting of it, I guess. But I might do some spruce, too, to be fair. Yeah, we'll do these three. We're gonna texture this line first that goes all the way down. I want to keep some of that mossiness to it, like greenery kind of like on it. And we'll texture the top, which will nicely like tie in everything. I'm actually gonna do a little bit more, be a little bit generous with the green. The green looks nice. I need to texture all this too, but we'll get there. We will get there. Everything takes so long. That's one thing about Minecraft building is I like getting a lot done quickly, which is why I think this building style works better for me, is because I'm low-key kind of like lazy. And I like to get a build done in like a day or two instead of like a week. You know? So I don't know. It's like easier for me to I like having getting a lot done quicker, which is this style fits nicely because the builds are pretty small. But you still pack like a lot of detail in, which is nice. Actually, I'm gonna do this all dark oak. Okay, what am I gonna do for the top? Let's pick like a greenish color. Tough is green leaning. I don't know if it's like green enough is the issue. What about jungle wood? Maybe jungle wood is a color we could lean into. I like jungle wood. Let's do jungle wood, cherry wood. And then like maybe mossy, like cobble. Mossy cobble is kind of a bit much. Let's like mess with maybe soul soil. Too bright, too bright. Spruce wood maybe. That's also kind of bright. Actually, I don't hate it though. It's nice. We can have a little bit of a brighter block in here. Okay, so cherry wood. Oh, cherry wood, stripped spruce. This is bad. Maybe like, oh, spruce like wood in general would be good probably too. Yeah, yeah. What about dark oak? Yeah, that's nice. Okay. And then we'll do like here, let's do some signs on the side like this, and maybe we'll do some like some not cherry sign, crimson sign. Maybe some crimson sign comes in here. Like that. That's fun. I like these colors all together. These are cool colors. Alright, cool. So what are blocks? Jungle, cherry, dark oak, spruce wood. Is that it? Is that all I'm using here? Yes. Let's spam some of this around here to start. Yeah, that looks nice. And then the little signs and buttons and everything later, when we get to that detailing, we'll kind of unite everything a little bit better together. Or maybe I'll come up with a block I like to use as well. I don't know. What about like spruce plank? I might like... I don't know. It's fine for now. We'll figure it out later. It's weird. I feel like this is almost like... It's a very similar tone to the cherry wood. Like, you know, that might sound crazy, but like they go together well. Like they're kind of around the same like darkness, I guess. like versus this isn't, like that is, I don't know. They're both like really noisy too. I need some brighter colors in here. Let me mix in some more jungle. I like jungle because there's a lot of green in here. It kind of unites it with mossy cobble, which is nice. Like it brings in those tones quite nicely. Part of me does want to mix in like a tiny bit of tough, maybe. To like, yeah, let's mix in a little bit just to kind of connect the top to the bottom. I'm exploring doing a horror themed build one of these days, and that was just an interest in the back of my head. I've thought of that too. I'm like, I've always kind of wanted to entertain the idea of like, I wonder if you could make a build that actually is kind of scary. I don't know. It'd probably be very difficult. Ugh. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Okay, let's just detail part of this now. Okay, buttons. Signs. Stairs. More signs. Maybe some fence gate action in here. Like a little bit of this. I don't know, we'll start with that. And we'll kind of detail everything together. Maybe we'll mix in some... I wish there was a copper button. I don't really know why there isn't. Kind of doesn't make sense to me. Is there... Ooh. I want to try this out. That's kind of fun, but no, not there. But it was an interesting idea. We're just gonna kind of connect everything like this, I guess. I want to mix a little bit of mud, I feel like, into the palette of the, like, up in here a little bit. To kind of connect it, because right now there's a lot of browns up in here, and it's not really meshing very well with the bottom. Which I guess is why I added this, but at the same time, it's like, does it really look good? A little bit of lichen in there. Some spruce again. And cherry, lichen. This is fun. Let's do some dark oak down here. We're just gonna kind of do most of this as dark oak, I think. You wanna look into it? It's like Halloween stuff and not really a feeling that gives you an uneasy feeling. Exactly, right? That's what I've thought about too. I'm like, I wonder if you could actually get an uneasy feeling from a build. Maybe, but maybe if it was like, I don't know if you could do it with like a physical build like this, but maybe you could do it with like, just like artwork, you know, like there's people that just make basically artwork out of their builds. It's just like a perspective build. You could definitely do it. That would be easy. I don't know if you could do it with like a build like this. That is a more interesting question to me. I want to mix in some stairs, maybe. This looks really good. I'm kind of cooking. I might be cooking up a little 5-star meal here. Oh, don't do that. I'm just gonna make some of this dark oak where the shadows are at. I should have just made all of it dark oak, but whatever. I'm probably just gonna copy the other side. I'll just reverse it. I'll just copy it on the other one because it doesn't really matter. It's not like I need to texture it uniquely on this side. That would be a lot of time for not really any reason. So many blocks I'm managing. This is a pain. This is going to be annoying to build. There's a lot of different blocks on this build. It looks good, though. It does look good. Maybe a section for sailors get down their boats. Saw that on a pier well in California. Yeah, they have those. I'm not going to add it to this one because this is like a fishing pier versus being like an actual pier where they have a section where you get on a boat. Because some of them have that, but this is not really for that. In real life, this pier is all torn up now. Like, at the end of it, it's, like, kind of, like, torn apart, like, probably from a hurricane or a tropical storm or something. Something or other. Got it, I guess. But, yeah, it's not a bad idea. Like, for other docks I make, I'll add sections like that, of course. Oh, there's so much to build. Ugh. I'm gonna add some railing here just for to not bore me. Need to come up with a railing design. They kind of use like I don't want to build on the side though because I already covered it with a bunch of cool like stuff. But they have it kind of like this. Does everything match up? Nah, it's all different. It's fine then. Do I want to do just... could I just do actual fences? Like straight up just build fence here? To be honest, I can just build fence here. It looks good. Like, that's weird for me. Normally I don't do that, but this is a moment where I can just use fences. Normally I like to try and come up with a different design, but here it works perfectly good. So we're just gonna use the regular fence. Yeah, it looks good. It's really coming together. That actually helps it a lot. Because in real life, the fence is like genuinely the exact same shape as this, so. I'll probably texture in some other kind of fences too, like some crimson and dark oak. And I'll make some little bait buildings out here. I need to build like the last support on here. I'll probably extend it a little bit and build like one last support in the end. But I'll get there when I get there. This looks really good. I'm really happy with how this is coming out. Oh yeah, that's nice. I want to mix in more of this tuff. Like, this looks nice. Like, tuff with the lichen is kind of awesome. Holy, I just had to do a posture check. I had the worst, like, posture position ever. I was slouched over like a shrimp. That was horrible. I was, like, sinking into my chair. That was actually disgusting. Oh, this is really nice. I'm happy, guys. This is looking good. We're just gonna do dark oak on all of the bottom, and then we'll come and add a little bit of texture, because that seems to be, like, the bulk of it is dark oak. I think this build adds a lot, too, to the area. Like, it just looks... It looks good out here. I don't know. It's looking nice. All right, we're almost to the end here. This is like a pretty big build, honestly. Like, it's bigger than I thought it was, because it's like all of this beach section too. It's like all of this. I mean, it's a good size. Like, it's a good size for an episode for sure. Like, I'm getting a lot done, but it's not like too much. This looks good. Okay, let's work in here a little bit more. I don't like this. I need to like fix this. This thing's gonna glow at night too. It's gonna look silly probably from the lichen, but whatever. I don't really care. I don't really look at the lighting that much at night here anyway. It's kind of bad, like the mob. There's no mob proofing, like, period at all. There's like nothing. I actually should probably do something about that. Yeah, I should probably do something, but I don't really want to. I don't want to shove torches all around because then it looks ugly at night. I still want it to look cool. But like, I mean, if I set it to night right now, yeah, it's kind of glowing, which looks silly. I mean, it's not horrible, to be fair. It kind of, I guess you could make an argument of, oh, there's some lights on the pier, maybe. It's not horrendous. Let me look at it from over here, like just the silhouette of it, actually. Well, I can see it. That's cool. Yeah, I do want to actually, I want to make it longer, I think, a little bit. But probably what I'll end up doing is just like cloning a section of it and expanding it like that. Yeah, I'll probably just do that. That'll be easier. The only build we focus on when it comes to lighting is the hotel. Everything else can live without it. Well, yeah, exactly. Like anything that has like those cool signs and things, like I want to do that with cool lighting. But this doesn't really matter. Because this is kind of meant to be looked at during the day for the most part anyway. And honestly, like, it's fine. The, it doesn't look that bad. It looks better than I thought it was going to. The lichen does not look horrible. It passes, fine enough, I guess. Okay. Need spruce sign. And buttons. Okay, is this good enough? I think so. I think it's about good enough. Yeah, that's pretty good. So what we're gonna do is we're just literally gonna copy it over to the other side, because I don't really think I need to have a own whole tone for it, really. Or like the whole own texturing, that would take a lot of time. So we'll just reverse it and put it on this side. Yeah. And then we'll shove some trapdoors around. That's good. I like that. That looks nice. But yeah, I do need to extend the pier some more. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'll probably do it later. or my own time. Okay. Cool. This looks nice. I need to actually add like the texturing here, but I could do that quickly. Should I just do it like this? Like, would this look weird? Not necessarily, actually. It looks fine. Well, maybe there it looks bad. I don't know, whatever. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I can use buttons and pressure plates and everything to make it look better. How long have you been working on this one for exactly? This whole build? Like a couple hours. Like I worked on it for maybe like an hour and a half before I started streaming. Like if even. I've done this all in like 3 to 4 hours. So this is like honestly, if I were to start this in the morning and not like in the evening when I did, I probably would have finished it in like the day. I would have been done with it in a day. But yeah, holy man, that was word salad. Honestly, I love the front of the building more than any other part of the building. Like this area, I nailed the reference. Like the colors are really nice there. It looks really good. I'm probably gonna change out the cherry here to like something else. I don't know, spruce maybe. It's a little dark. Maybe mangrove. Mangrove is a good color. I haven't thought about that really. Some mangrove in here maybe. I actually should have put some mangrove in this side as well. I didn't really even think about that. Maybe I'll replace all the dark oak with mangrove. I don't know. I love mangrove texture. It's so good for this. Yeah, honestly, let's actually do that. So let's just replace near 30. Dark and stripped dark oak wood with mangrove wood. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Any down here? A little bit. Really, is none over here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, anyway, that looks good. I need to do... Okay, so what's left to do? We still have a good amount to do. We need to do the landscaping. The rest of it. We need to texture this wall. And this little, I guess, wharf. We need to build cars. And I need to do this, and I need to build the beach thing, like for like the little walkway that comes in here and everything underneath this, and I need to do the interior. So actually there's a lot to do still, but I would say we're probably like half done. Honestly, I would say I'm about halfway done, or a little bit more. It's just like mainly like what's left is like detail work. It's all just doing details and everything, and texturing, and you know, all that stuff. Like there is some actual building, I guess like here there's some actual building to do, but I think I'm kind of like done for today. It's like 9 o'clock where I'm at. I want to eat dinner and I want to go to sleep. So I'm probably going to end stream here as a shorter one today, but I may or may not stream tomorrow. I'm not totally sure. I might be doing other things, but if I don't, I'll work on this anyway, and you'll see the video like in a few days. Like I'm gonna crank this video out in like a couple days probably, because I really want to get it done and move on to like the next thing, because it's really cool. And I just want to keep building this area. Like this is I'm super happy with how it came out. So yeah, I'm gonna end stream though. Thanks guys for watching. For watching the late night stream. Well, for me anyway, it's probably morning for some of you guys. But yeah, this has been Builds by Zay. Thanks for watching. If you leave a like and subscribe, it helps me a ton to keep making videos for you guys and streaming and everything. But yeah.